Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm in Australia. Hope this will go well, this video. I didn't get one yesterday and I'm terribly sorry. I was a bit otherwise busy. Should be doing something today too, but I'm too tired, so I'm doing this. It's our eldest daughter's birthday today, so we're going to have cake with her later this afternoon. Now, these are very old pieces of I haven't got the pad underneath this. That doesn't mean I could have to stray off it. Surely I could stay in the shot without mucking this up. I don't know. It's the first time for everything, isn't there? Wait a minute. I might just put this down underneath it. Although, and make sure I stay on here. What have I got here? Oh, no wonder I can't see it. We were too far. We weren't even zoomed out. Okay. Now, so this is my first attempt at doing a stump work figure, or figures. I'll show you later how to, well, I will show you today something. I don't know for sure yet what, so it's going to be a surprise. But I want to show you just things that I've done. So she's missing her hat or her little hair thing that was on there because I can see the last remains of the hair. So this is not hard to make. Faces I'm not very good at, as you can see that. But this is the sort of way that they do the stump work's done. And it's done, it's got the back, you can't, you don't have to worry too much about the back. It's fun though, it's good fun to do, and I never really got them into a particular thing. They never really made it anywhere, but I copied these off an old-fashioned book. The pictures, that's where I found a picture of an old-fashioned, people with their clothes and that, so that's what I did. And the hand is made with just the stocking fabric, from pantyhose or something. And this is made with a stretchy fabric. Oh no, that's just pantyhose too. I think that might be just a really light white one. And this is just wrapped piece of lace. And I just, when I made this mutton arms, leg of mutton sleeves, these are supposed to be, I just made it big enough and then I just wound it, okay? And it's all cardboard underneath. She's only got one hand because the other one's behind her back, okay? And I don't know where she's looking to. I thought she might have been looking at him, but he's looking over there, so it can't be that, can it? And this one, I'm really pleased with him. I think he turned out really well. Even his face doesn't look too bad. His hat could have been a little bit more stable. And you notice how we put the head on after we put the neck, and that makes it look more, is it realistic, is that the word? He's actually got the little shirt he's wearing. I've actually made that with stitches too. And there's his little waistcoat thing, a few little buttons, and his all-weather coat. And there's some blue wool. That's like it's on the thing, a piece of work that I'm working on now, that wool. His hand's made out of the padded with stocking. I think that this turned out pretty good. I'm really pleased with him. Except I forgot he hasn't got feet yet, or shoes. He's got a bit of a foot there. I think I started doing one with you before and I really got a bit sidetracked onto something else because I was thinking about the show things and I couldn't get myself into the right zone. But anyway, so this is the sort of thing, not necessarily that, but I'm going to show you a few other styles of things, but they're only sort of samples because these were what were made for the book when they published me piece of work. Now this is a mouse's head, and there's his ear. If I can figure out how to get this off here, I can show you. I think that's his ear. It's got to be his ear. Where's his nose? Which way? I don't know which way he goes. But he's made too with all that. Where is he? Which way did he go? Well, I don't know. The picture's not in here, so I can't show you. So there's his little shoes. See how we've made the little shoes? And there's one of the leaves you do, and this is how you wrap the other thing. These, I had to make all these bits, and they photographed all them bits, and then the people put them in the magazine, okay? I have not got that here either to show you, so I'm sorry about that, but I think I have showed just previously. My husband put them inside in the drawer. But see, this is made out of a bit of leather, but that is off of a bag, an old, you know, bag people carry their stuff in, purse thing. So on this one, I've got little bits of things, and this one here is a piece of wheelbarrow, maybe. I think that might be the wheelbarrow. And there's a stick, something, there's a cauliflower. Can't remember what that bit was. And on here we have his foot. Gee, I hope you could see them other ones. His foot, there's his pants, his fork for his garden, and these are just little tiny, weeny tiny little things that I've been doing in the past to make a flower. Okay, that's just there. It's just how you do the tiny weeny weeny things that, you know, to do the flowers. But this is made out of with wire. Really, oops. Really nice. It's not that hard to do either. It was quite good actually, and quite good fun. Because I made all this on that big picture that's out there. The mouse is on a different picture. This picture's Jeremy in the garden, and that's supposed to be his self and his shoe. He never wears shoes in the garden, so that's his foot. Okay, so I think that's all that I've got there for that lot of stuff. But this is just some of the bits of for the ideas that I've got part way idea of to show for to be put in the book, in the pictures. So to make today, I suppose we could do I would like to start with the person. Where's the little hand? I did a hand, did I? Did I put that here? You can't afford to lose that, Sonia, really? I did a little hand for you before I showed you how to do the hand. Oh dear. I seen it this morning because I just had it here in front of me. It's probably still sitting here somewhere in front of me too, but I can't believe I didn't. I can't believe I can't lose that. I can't lose that. I just can't. Oh, there it is. So the little hand's made different than the ones that's done with the stocking. Okay. I don't have any of the stocking close to me today, so I'm thinking about trying to start on something like maybe the men's clothes or the ladies' clothes, or actual thing like this. Because see, then when you've made that, that's going to go onto your piece of fabric or your design. And he's extremely big, I know, but I'm going to try and make something a little bit smaller. I'll put that back in that little dish there, okay? it's there, the dish. I'd like to make them a bit smaller. I suppose I got them to this size because a bit easier to handle, I suppose. So we might find something and make a picture of a person. If you just hang on a second, I don't know if I've got anything here in the book. I probably should have of how things are made. So I have also the mushroom. It's just three-dimensional and definitely been done before, but stump work all the same. And if you were going to put it onto a picture, you'd only make half a mushroom, okay? If you want to do that. Make a mushroom. I'll find a book here in a minute, nobody panic. Alright. This is always typical, isn't it? The same. This happens when you've got something that you want to be. Here we go. Not quite in the right place, was I? So I have a few books on stump work. I don't know if there's actually people in this one though. I'll just have a bit of a look. Don't know if there's any people in here. Oh yeah, there's a man, look. He's doing his garden. And there's his body these bits. That's a you make a coordinate. So there's the hand too. There's some birds. You might do the thing with the coordinate on it today. That's there's mushrooms too. I really like them. But see, they're done like the tree. Oh, here's the tree. Wait a minute, where's the tree? There's a tree. Something like my tree, maybe, I don't know. Fish. And this is a thing, this coordinate thing. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've got it written down here somewhere so I wouldn't make a mistake. And that's not, it's for a needle lace pad. I mean, that's on, it's a leaf on a needle lace pad, but it's done not with wire but with cotton. So this work sort of comes from a lot of different things, I suppose. These are things that you make and pat them to make your, what's the name, whatever that, poppy? Is that a poppy? Yep, okay. But I'm going to show you something today. I don't know if I want to do the face or the poppy thing. I don't know, I'll have to do something. I thought there would be people in here somewhere. Oh, there is that one at the back, but I'm not a big... This is a nice book. I've got much... See, this is what it looked like in the olden days, like when people started doing it. And it will tell you on here that it was towards the end of the 17th century, this highly... Oh, goodness. Intricate and there's a word. Elaborate, intricate and decorative form of raised and padded embroidery became popular in Britain. It was used to decorate caskets, boxes, mirror frames, panels, books, covers and pin cushions. Although new to England, a similar style of embroidery had been worked by professional European embroiderers for over a century. I won't be reading it all to you, I don't think. I don't need to do that. We're not sure how the term became about, but it was probably because of the little stumps of wood used to raise parts of the embroidery. So that's what is under a lot of these pieces of timber they put underneath them, see? The typical example of period stump work would include human figurines, mythological figures, animals, castles, flowers, fruits and insects, filling every space. No attention is paid to the scale. Okay, it doesn't matter whether the pear on the tree is as big as the dog or whatever. See, this is, yeah. But anyway, so it's good though to and this bloke here is really cool, isn't he? I think he's a natty one, yeah. I don't know if I've got another book out here with... Yeah, I do, here we go. But I don't know if it's got people in either. Because this one, he's got the... it's got this thing. This was a library book and I used to borrow it all the time, but then they cancelled it, so that was cool, wasn't it? And I'd got to be mine. So all that scene is in here, okay? So there's this egret, maybe he's not one. This one I don't mind. The stuff on this is really cool, I guess. It's all different techniques and things used, but yet again, there's no people. It shows you all that in there. Stitches, and it's got the little template things at the back here. You can either cut them out to use them to show you what size things to put underneath. I'm a bit naughty because sometimes I'll just look at it and then go and do it. I don't read the story. I don't read the story or the description, you know. I just go and think, oh, I'll just go make that. Well, see, this here's got little timber bits that they made the fence out of. And I do love these stones. Now, them rocks, and they're made out of egg carton, righto? So you've probably wet the egg carton and squished it down, have you pressed it, and then you cut it out and you colour your rock to make a rock. But you can even sew over one if you wanted to. There's some sheep, they've got little leather faces. So there's and the cabin is made out of timber. There but it's not actually got any sewing on it. If you can't see this very good, but these are really nice things. They're good to go and have a look and see if you can find anything you'd like to do. So I've collected up a fair few books over the time. I'm a big fan of the people ones though. So what I'm going to do is find myself a people picture, or just draw my own funny one. Well, I wouldn't say funny. It wouldn't be hilarious funny. I just want to. I don't think I've got anything here with a picture of a person on it. I'm not really prepared today. I'm so sorry about this, but I just had no sleep last night, and I feel like really bad. I feel really bad, but I want to show you something today, so I hope it's something really good. It'll be small but good, I hope, and that way you won't feel like you missed out because you did yesterday. Because yesterday I was in here, but I was having some fun and I was doing what I wanted to do for a while, so I was working on something else. But anyway, so we've got a piece of paper. That's a start, and we're going to make a person. So it's, if you make the person, you want him to sort of be in scale, don't you? You don't want him to be, well, I suppose you could have a tiny little head on a great big body, or vice versa, or whatever. But I think you want something that's just, proper size. So I don't know if, drawing's a thing or not before you, but I'm not very good at it myself. Now, am I going to do this because I haven't got the stocking, so how am I going to show you a face? Because the stocking's over the other side of the room. Of course it would be, naturally. Suppose we could do the pants. This pen. Well, see, what you need basically is a body. Okay, so you want a body, which I do want to do. Don't want to do it like that. I want to do it like this because I have a thing about trying to get the same sort. I can't get both sides the same for some reason. So I don't want him to be too big either, because I'll be here for so long trying to get it done. A body. Okay. That's probably a body. Half. That's your waist, and there's to your knee. Maybe to your knee. Maybe to your knee. No. Anyway, then I'm going to have legs. I'll start and see what we get up to. See what we can get up to. So this piece would be cut out of cardboard, okay? Looks like it might be a lady I'm making, doesn't it? You reckon she looks like she might be in proportion or something? Now I'm going to give her some legs, which are really just basic straight up and down things, unless you want to be able to see them. I'm guessing. I really am guessing. Because all this is going to be padded. You just want a basic idea. for your underneath, righto. And then of course we'll better have some arms. You better have 2 arms, eh? Oh, for goodness sake. Yes, arms on it. Let me see. Right, so your arm comes to about there, doesn't it? That's probably right length, eh? Okay, so we go like this. Oops. I'll just cut that up. She's only got a little arm. Well, that'll work in as an idea. So the top of her arms are way too big. Oops. Because then you've got to think too, you're going to put padding on things. So the idea would be just to make it pretty much straight, and then you can shape it yourself if you want to. Make it any bigger or what have you. Righto. There's a basic idea of a lady. So there's all those bits. Too big. Her arms are as big as her legs, aren't they? Probably too long too, I think. I should make this as a waistline thing, hey? But then I've got no bottom on the person. My goodness me. Oh dear. Sonia, I don't know. You'll have to bear with me this morning, people. You really will. I bet you I don't have a... I do have a glue stick up here, but I don't think it's got anything smart. They were supposed to be blue, so it's covered with all this black stuff, so don't panic, it's okay. It was supposed to be a blue glue stick, and it obviously didn't work. Here's me putting pieces of little bits of paper together because I'm too... Oh, I'll put enough of that on there. Alright, don't get on your mat. Gonna be straight up and down pretty much till we still have a dress on. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it. That's better. We're putting them back what I cut off. But that's about right, isn't it? I wasn't thinking, was I? No. And well, that looks good, but still too big. That top bit's fitting in there, but this is just too big for arms. Might chop them off a bit shorter. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know what have we got now. Sugar. Okay. Yeah, if you had them doll making things, it'd work really good, wouldn't they? I've got some of them somewhere too. Somebody sent me some of them the doll clothes kits, you know. You could probably try and use them as a pattern for it. This is trying to make your own pattern, okay? That's what it is. It's just a crazy attempt at bad arms. I've got them on the wrong way, have I? Probably. I'll cut it straight in a minute because it's just driving me crazy. What am I doing? Well, she won't want to be standing like that anyway. But you're going to need them apart because you're going to put them on separate anyway. So after all that, I just want two straight pieces. It would have been a lot easier because he's got his arm, but I've padded it out a bit in different places to make it fit. Okay. So now I'm going to get a piece of cardstock or cardboard. It doesn't have to be thick. It just has to be this thin sort of stuff will do. And then you want your basic body piece. Now I've got to think about the fact that I'm going to put a dress on her, so she doesn't need to she can have legs I suppose, but she doesn't have to, because this one hasn't, see she's just got that piece down the back, okay. I might do that then. I might do that after all this, but I've still got it then for another day. haven't we? We've still got it for another day then. I hope this is going to make some sense to you, but I don't know about this neck hole, what I think about that size of that, so I'm just going to put that across there. I'm going to do that later and put this down here. We can make her a nice evening gown or something, but I think I'll make more of a day dress for going down the promenade or something, I don't know. Okay. Poor thing hasn't got any shape to her, has she? She's straight up and down there, got no waistline. We'll make one for her. This is the way I would go about constructing things. I don't think it's just a crazy day, because I just do things, you know, I just do it. Hopefully it works. See, I've got them both wrong now. That's why I did it on the paper, because I know that I won't cut them out with a shape tool. And I'm going to do that now by putting that back on there and cutting the shape around like that. Righto, now do the other side and make sure that it's got a shape. Just this bit anyway needs a shape, this part down the bottom here. Righto, now, that right? Might be just a little bit off that. Okay. Now if we make the body, we'll be able to do the head next time, okay? So we need 2 arms, which I'm going to make basically straight anyhow. That's a nice long arm, isn't it? Never mind. I'll cut it up here. Make 2. This is me just chopping up stuff today, aren't I? Dear oh dear. We're going to have that arm there like this. We can't have it too... We don't want to be too flappy, do we? So when I put them, cover them, they'll be behind that, won't they? Okay. This one's too long. I could make that bend. Couldn't I? I could make that bend. I don't know why. I suppose she could be doing something and then be hands on the end of that. Okie dokie. Now, I need some stuff. I'll put this on here. This stuff is like for doing your quilts with, or whatever. I'm going to need some proper glue, because that's not going to work fastly for me. I'm not going to... Now, when I put this on the arm, maybe I should have made it a bit smaller. I might just cut a little bit more off there, because I'm going to wrap it around it to make it round-ish, you know, if that's a thing. You want to make her arm go round. She doesn't want to be flat, does she? She doesn't want to be flat. I should probably cut the other one out at the same time. So I'll just cut this up here first. It's not really rounded, but it is a bit, you know. It is a bit rounded, isn't it? Yeah, because she's going to be... I don't want it looking too flat. I'm going to do this bit. Do something on this bit, Sonia. Put this together. I won't put glue on that part. Now we've got something nice here for a dress. Something handy. Gee, I'm not even taping this. I'm not even telling you how much I'm taping it. I mean, I'm not even timing it. That's the issue. Alright, I better... You know what? I'm going to work until I've made something. If it breaks into two, you're going to have to watch it two then, I guess. Okay? You can watch both of them then. I'm going to put another thickness, I think, of this on here. Because I don't think this is thick enough. Just to pad it up a bit. That sticks down. I need a pair of scissors that I can cut out with instead of something taking me forever. Now I won't know if I need both of these to go. Now if I finish this in an hour, I should get 2 bits, maybe past 11. Goodness me, I was going to plan on doing something else too. Anyway, the plans are maybe gone to the wayside. I want to put that behind there, like that. I'm going to cut this out a bit better, I hope. I never even thought about this, you know. All I knew was I had to do a video. So don't judge me too harshly now. It's, you know, no sleep's not going to be good. Now I stitched this on as well because on the thing that I did, oh well, I want to sew it down too because I want it to be very sturdy, and it's not going to be because Sonia didn't leave enough. Oh, I would have if I turned it over a bit at a time here. Yeah. I might have to... This glue takes a minute when it's got 2 bits of stuff to do. It just takes a minute. Okay. Now, instead of doing a... what's the name? I might do a stitch top piece for like a jumper or something. Okay, and the other bit might be fabric. Alright, you get me? This is not got enough on here to stick it down. Can't hold it, it's not strong enough. I didn't want to get too much glue on myself. I have 2 of these. There's a thing that's supposed to be for this because it stops you getting covered in glue. I might do it, I don't know whether to make the jumper onto the person. I suppose I could. But then I've got to think about, we've got to put the arms on, don't we? If I had put one thick piece of this, but I don't know where the thicker one is yet today. Can't say I know where it is, so... This time 35 years ago, I think I might have been in labour. 34. I think I might have been in labour this time, 34 years ago. This is labour too. I'm labouring away here making a person, that's weird. Okay, come on. Sit down a bit, just a bit so I can stitch on there. I'm going to stitch it now because it's not going to hold. I'm going to get hold of it and put some stitches in it, and that'll keep it under control a bit. Some of this little old cotton I don't mind using these little old cottons off these reels. Yeah, if you want to do your gluing down, you probably cut that a little bit wider. Okay? The only thing is when you put it down to, well, she'll be sitting up a bit. We probably needed to have a background, but we don't really need that just for the time being. Okay? I just want to do this bit first so I can show you how to make her some clothes. And some little shoes. And then we can do some little hands. She won't need feet if she's got shoes on. Oh well, there'll be we'll have to have some sort of a thing, righto. We'll have to have some sort of a thing to do it with. Okay, well that looks cool. I like it. It's sort of glued a bit, but I needed a longer needle would have been a good idea too. But we need to do this to it, okay? Don't bend it. If you bend it too much, you'll bend your piece of cards. You can use any sort of cardboard. There's no rules for that. You can put anything beyond it you want to. Yeah, I've got to get another bit of thread. It'd be nice if she could have one of them really flashy, old-fashioned dresses. If I had had a picture here somewhere, I could have did a lot better. So how about you just get yourself a picture before you start yours? And then you'll know what you're doing, okay? You have an idea. Now, I'm trying to consider whether I would do this as a piece with the cardigan already on there, or put the cardigan or jumper on after, make a coordinate and put it on with that. The coordinate thing is just the outline of it, without it being wire. The wire ones are the wire ones. I don't know why I don't want to leave that bit there, but I do. Okay, so I'll come back up here a bit, get onto that bit. We're just lacing this on here, okay? Just going straight across and back, and that's all we're doing, lace it on. That bit there's a bit thicker than the other side. But I imagine when I put a dress on, I might have it a little bit away from that. And here's a waist gone wrong. What have I done there? It's thicker this side than the other side. I wonder if I can... I'll put a belt on her, maybe. That'll be fun, won't it? I hope I'm going to lose my enthusiasm. Okay, so where's our funny little arms? There's one. It's not hard to replace them though. They won't be hard to replace at all. This one's got... I'm only going to put one... Got everything else under the sun on the tail. I'm only going to put one layer on this one, I think. But then again, you might want it to sit up. I don't know. We'll see see how we go. If I turn it that far, that's not going to come around. I was wrapping the other arm. What do I do with it? There's a bit of body. I'm going to cut it up. Could be anywhere. Could be on the floor. I'll cut out another one. I'll have to. Do that in a minute. Where's the cup for this? I need this to turn around it. So what I need to do is make something a bit better than that. Let's worry about that next time. Let's come here and do this. So I think I might do a knitted skirt. What do you reckon? But it'll be made the same as the tree. What do you think about that? Some fabric, right. In a house that's got truckloads of it, it's got to be some. loads of fabric. We'll be able to find a piece so I can make a skirt out of. Or the top. I'll decide which one in a minute when I find a bit of something to put on it. Oh, that's not the right thing. There's a box here with stuff in it and it's hiding from me. You know how that is. Got too many things here, that's probably why. That one. If you wanted to, you could make that as the top, but that's probably not a good idea. Neither is that. So whereabouts is the... My husband's out there. He made our daughter a cake for her birthday. That man is amazing, isn't he? Oh dear, where's some pieces of material to do this with? I don't know what I want to put on a skirt. I ain't gonna do. I want to be a bit thick though. Although the other one I've got velvet on it, haven't I? So, might not be too bad. That's too thick. Oh goodness. Like a haunted house, isn't it? Damn chair. Damn that chair. Okay. Right. Oh, there's something I need to put on. There's something I can do. I'll keep that later for the baby. I sort of thought this was interesting, but it's curtain stuff. I don't know what I'm looking at. Something in a different time, obviously. Ah, good. Yeah, give her a bit of, what's the name with this? This will be nice for her skirt. And then I'm going to do a top with knitting, or well, with sewing. So, do I put something under this? Because I want it not to see through. Well, that's nice, isn't it? That'll look good too with that, won't it? This is delicious. That's more of a modern type of thing though, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? I've got to get past just sitting there looking at the fabric, don't we? We just got to get past that. Sonia. I'm going to put a... If you just hang in there, I promise I'll be getting right onto it now. Right into it any minute now. Okay. Now, do we want to make the thing that... Where's this? See the man? So he's got a coat, right? So there's his coat on, right? And you have to make the coordinate thing for his coat. So if I'm just going to do the bodice part to start with, for her, if I just want to do the bodice part, have I got, yes I do, all goody, I've got this, right. I wonder if that leaf's going to balk me. No, probably, yes, probably will. Let's just have a, we don't need it to be that big anyway, do we? The top's not going to be that big, is it? So what you need to do for this is draw how big her little top is, okay? So, where have I got a piece of paper? Piece of paper, sorry, piece of paper. I was here yesterday actually putting some in the bin. Couldn't believe it. I'm putting paper in the bin. I'm just trying to sneak a piece off that thing I'm doing. Yeah, I'm a bit rough today, I'm sorry. Rough as Hessian undies. Righto. So for that to fit her, it has to be a bit bigger than that, doesn't it? Wait a minute. We'll cut this back down. And then you're going to have to cut out the part here where a neck's going to, or a neck can go on top of it. We'll do that bit when we come to that. Just let's do some making of the clothes. And you can decide later if you want to put it, you can put a collar or something on it after, and the sleeves can go on after as well. So what I need to do is put that, how much bigger? A bit bigger. Righto. I think I can judge that if I put it under here. I might just work on it under there, if it'll stay there. It's going to be stitched down anyway. Righto, so we've got this nice pink that we're going to use for the skirt. So we're going to probably put some blue lace under there somewhere, maybe. So we need a nice pink jumper made out of a nice pink embroidery thread. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, it's here. I was going to think, I thought I didn't have any. I thought, oh dear, where is that? Here we go. We've got something that's, you can use one strand, or you can use one of these bits, but that's too light, isn't it? We'll just give it another colour. What else could we put on that? The top. I'd like to do it something a bit brighter. I don't know. My tummy's making terrible noise. I'm sorry about that. That's dreadful. Are they different? Oh yeah, this one is a bit better. I like that a bit better. I might do that because then I can decorate the dress, the top. So, you know, you can decorate it up later and make it, you know, make it more impressive. Something. I think my husband's going to vacuum the floor now. So your coordinating, what I'm speaking about, is going to be the shape of that. So I need to get a cotton that is darker. I could even use black, couldn't I? Yeah, why not? Because then I'm going to... Yeah, this is the bit that's holding it down. Righto. I had to think about that. Okay. This would be nice if I did it in two halves, wouldn't it? Did two. Yeah, why not? Okay. So what I need to do is to put in little sections like this. So that's the one there. I should make it bigger, shouldn't I? but I will. I'll come out there. I'll put that in there, that section. Okay. And I'll come up here. I'm going through the plastic. I don't know if anybody else does it like this, but you can, or you can't. I'll have a look in the book in a minute. Oh dear. I'm sure it'll look nice when I've done it. So we need it to come up around like that, and then we can put the sleeve in later. Yeah, put the sleeve in later. Okay, so I'm going, because I want to make it bigger, didn't I? But I don't know if I need the shoulders much higher, so I don't want to muck that up. If you just hang in there a minute, I can show you something, okay? Something that you can do with it, and how to do it. Sleeve on all in one, what do you reckon? You reckon you should put the sleeve on? Because if you do the sleeve down here, let's go back here. Let's just keep working on this. Gee, this is hard to get through. I've broke my needle now. Crikey. I hate that when that happens. I do hate that, because then I've got to find somewhere to put it so nobody's going to get in their foot. That'll be me. This nobody person. Just let me see, how did they put their... Did they just put theirs onto fabric? They probably didn't go to this extreme, is what I'm doing. They probably did not go to this extreme. Where is it? I think you have to have the plastic. I really do. Maybe not. They haven't got any on there, have they? Yeah, yep, they do. Is it just the design?